Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Live, and in today's film we're going on a drive through Kato Paphos on a Monday morning. Well, it was yesterday to be honest. And here's the map, and we're starting off at the roundabout above the triangle, where we drive down to the triangle, then all the way along Poseidon Avenue to the seafront and harbour area. Then we're coming back and having a little loop through Kato Paphos before heading off down Bar Street and looping up back to Kings Avenue Mall roundabout. This is just a little drive to see how nice and clean Kato Paphos looked after the recent rain we had. It was nowhere near as bad as the week before, and hopefully it'll be a bit better for the reservoirs too. But I did a walking tour down here about a week or two ago, so you should know where everything is now. And we're just coming up to the triangle itself. There are lots of nice restaurants in there. The low sun was being a bit annoying on the left there. That's an issue you have with filming early in the morning in the winter time, unfortunately. But we're just coming up to Soda Beach on the left. There's a Soho Tower on the right. And there's the Antasia Beach Bar there, which is nice as well on the left. And you got the Amavi Hotel and the abandoned Alo Hotel on the right. Well, I say abandoned. They were going to build another tower there, but I'm not sure what the plan is there now. Excuse me. So it's quite early today and I've got a bit of a fog in my throat. Right, and then we're coming up to the Alexander the Great on the left. And there are numerous restaurants and shops on the right now, which we've featured recently. I also went last night up to the other way along the hotel strip just to get some Kalispera shots of that little those eateries, if you saw the film, just by the Mexican place. And I got some very nice pictures there, has to be said. But you'll see them over the coming weeks or so. This is Poseidon Avenue now. No real progress there on the last bit of the renovation work, which is a shame. We said finish it. Just because it gets boring saying no real progress. I'm sure they got bigger priorities, but it would be nice if it was finished off properly. There's the Annabelle Hotel. We'd already gone past the Elmira while I was whittering on about my Kalispera shots. They are actually more tricky to take though, because they're less varied than the daytime shots, most of them. Because if you take a picture of, say, Antasia Beach Bar in the sun, depending on how the people are all behaving, you'll get different shots. But at night time, it looks pretty much, all the shots will look identical. There's the hotel strip on the left, so it kind of narrows down what I can take pictures of at night or the evening time, because it gets dark very early now. We went down last night and it was before 5 o'clock that the sunset had hit. Now we're coming up behind well, for the time being it's still Papantonio's, but it has now officially been taken over by Sklavenitis. They've done all their stock taking and it is now official. So sooner or later, these will become Sklavenitis supermarkets. But the good news is they're all going to remain. They're not going to rationalise the number of supermarkets they have. The papers said that there were going to be no positions would be lost. Now, and I took that at the time to mean no jobs would be lost, but apparently they weren't. The positions weren't lost, but people over 65 were made redundant. I mean, I haven't had that confirmed, but if that's the case, it's a bit unfortunate. As I said, that could just be pub gossip for all I know. I haven't seen anything official confirming or denying that. There's the typical scene of a taxi driver using a roundabout as a drop-off point. I don't know why they just don't use the taxi rank up here. But there you go. So we've come up all the way to seafront and harbour area, and now we're going back on ourselves. If you like our films, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and share them far and wide even. That way we'll get more ad revenue and more people will see us. We like being seen, otherwise we wouldn't do this. And if you want to help us out financially, go to our Buy Me a Coffee page at buymeacoffee.com/Paphos Life and bung us a few coffees. And if you want to get something back in return, like a present for someone, for instance, who loves Paphos, then go to our Etsy shop on etsy.com/shop/Paphos Life, and you can get calendars, phone covers, pictures, you name it, all sorts of things. So have a look on there. And finally, follow us on Facebook. Our Paphos Live Facebook page has got nearly 74,000 followers now. Soon we'll be hitting 75,000. I might even do a celebratory film for that. And join our Paphos Chat Facebook group and say hello to us. Or if you want to chat about the whole of Cyprus, join our Cyprus chat group. We'll welcome you wherever. Now, we went up towards King's Avenue all roundabout, but we turned right past the St. Paul's Pillar area, which is on our right again. And we're looping back into Kato Paphos. And I was down here last night as well, just driving through, and it does look a lot more lively at night, this area, I have to say. I will be returning for more nighttime shots, I think. So going around this square now. I'll see that roundabout again in a minute. So I wanted to show you a bit more of the centre. Because of the one-way system in Kato Paphos, there's only a certain number of routes that I can go from the Soda beach end to the harbour end without going on the dual carriageway. And the only reason I don't like going on the dual carriageway in these films is that it's fairly boring to watch. So rather than turn left here, which is what I'd normally do, we're going to go straight on, just to get in a little bit more, past the main church. It's built on a big rock there. And there's that little archaeological bit on the right there, which is still, I don't know what it's going to be when it's finished, but it seems like they're making it so that the rocks are visible and the old ruins are visible from above, like we were viewing platform, which would be nice. And that building you can see in front of you is going to be a little museum dedicated to St. Paul, which, given that it's next to St. Paul's Pillar, makes perfect sense. Now we're coming back. And driving down Bar Street, which starts here officially according to the Google Maps. And I believe there's a little sign there as well. But when most people say Bar Street, they mean a little bit further on, I think. I think I may have to use an ND filter next time I do this drive. There's Flares Bar on the left, they're open, and a lot of the takeaway places are open. But this part isn't yet. I say yet because down just there on the left is where the Marika and Me bar is going to be. I mean, there was a bit of risque graffiti there at one point recently. They've replaced that with their own graffiti, which is a lot more tasteful, put it that way. Anyone who has seen it would have known what I'm talking about. I'm not going to repeat it though. But so yes, we're back at the Poseidon Avenue renovations bit there now. And this time we're turning left. And we're heading up towards Fabrica Hill. There were some more car parks here. That one just there on the left, I think they're trying to charge you €3. I know compared to like the UK, €3 is nothing, but there are cheaper car parks around here. The going rate normally is about €2, and if you can find an official parking spot with a number on it and all that, then that will probably be about 50 cents to €1. This part always annoys me because there are always people parking on the double yellow lines there, without fail. And this place has grown, this area has grown up quite a lot in the last few years, because when we first moved here, it was up in Universal, and we'd walk through there to get to the hotel strip and all that, and the seafront. And it wasn't quite walking through fields, but it was there were a lot less buildings about. But it makes sense. I mean, it's prime real estate area, so it seems rather silly just to have a field that gets muddy half the year in doing nothing. And we're approaching Fabrica Hill now. And if you're visiting Paphos on a shoestring budget and you want to see some archaeological sites, then Fabrica Hill is a place to go to, because you can have a wander around there. You can have a look from a slight distance at an outdoor theatre that's superb, and explore the caverns and the catacombs, all for nothing. And there's a nice little walkway you can go up and down as well. Right, that just about wraps up our drive around Kato Paphos. I hope you enjoyed that, and you can see that even after yet another storm, that's 2 in a row basically, Paphos is back up and running and everywhere looks lovely. So see you in the next film. Take care.